Okay everyone, today we are going to discuss very important topic of C programming and the topic is pointer. Now all of you, we are using the pointer on the daily basis, but what are the main things about the pointer we are going to discuss right now? The first and the foremost thing about the pointer is the derived data type. So talking about the derived data type, we know that there are two type of data types. One is the inbuilt data type, like we are having the integer, then we are having the float. Okay, so these are the inbuilt data type. But pointer is taken out from this one. That's why it is the derived data type. It's like if I say int star a. So star signify the pointer. So a is the pointer variable. So that means this integer is inbuilt and out of that we are going to take out the pointer. So that's why pointer is the derived data type. Then the second one point about the pointer is it contain memory location. That means every pointer is going to point somewhere. So it contain memory address. If we have declared a pointer will for sure will be having the memory address. Then the next point about the pointer is it can access and manipulate data. So it can access and manipulate data stored in memory. Obviously, we know that pointer is going to point some memory location or the memory address. If pointer is pointing to that address, then it can change that data. Access mean taking the access using that data and manipulate means changing that data. So both things are possible with the help of the pointer. Then further we are having the next thing that is pointer declaration. Pointer declaration means declaring the pointer. So how we are going to declaring the pointer? Now we are learning that. So the syntax of pointer declaration is first of all data type. Means we are having certain data type. Then star. This star sign is the asterisk sign. And after that we are having the pointer name. If I compare this one with some example, then data type, let us suppose that is integer, then star, and then name. Let us suppose that the name is a we are using. So int star a. So here we are declaring a pointer a. Now if I talk about the syntax of pointer declaration, then we know that first of all we are having the star. Now if I focus on this star and anywhere we find the star, then we should know that this is not a normal variable. It is signifying that the variable is pointer variable. So that means once I find the star, so this star is saying that this a is not a normal variable. So a is the pointer variable. Then the next one we are having is the data type. It is the data type of variable pointed by pointer. Now, let us suppose if I take the example of this int star a. Now, this one integer is the data type. That means the pointer a is going to point a memory location that is of integer type. So, pointer is going to point to the integer memory location that it is saying. So, data type of variable pointed by the pointer. So, that is the data type. Now, one more thing about the pointer, that pointer needs some memory, that is for sure. So pointer need the memory location. Now these are the three important points about the pointer declaration. The one is that pointer needs some memory. The second one is whenever you are going to find out the star, so star signifies that variable is the pointer variable. And third one, the data type of variable pointed by the pointer means where the pointer is going to point, that data type is defined. So all of you, now I'm taking few examples to make you understand about the pointer. Now, first example I am taking is, let us suppose that int star p. Now, if I have given example int star p, so I can read this particular line in two ways. One, I can say that it is the integer pointer. So p is the integer pointer, or I can read out in some other method, like I can say that pointer p points to integer variable. That means pointer p is going to point out the integer variable, or I can say that it is going to take out the integer address, right? So pointer p is pointing to the integer variable. I'm taking one more example, float star p. So we can read out in two ways. We can say that it is the float pointer, or we can read out pointer p points to floating point value. So floating point variable or float variable, both are the same thing. So floating point is the name of float. Okay. Okay, all of you, now I'm going to take the few examples of pointer and how they are taking the address, and we will check whether it is the valid syntax or not. So first of all, let us I am saying int x. So we know that by saying we are going to declare our integer variable x, then we are saying int star p. And by saying this, we know that star is the special thing. Special thing means that is the pointer variable. So p is the pointer variable. And we are saying p is equal to and x. One thing we must know that whenever we are going to use the symbol and is going to give you the address of that memory location. So if I say and x, that means the address of variable x. Now, we have to check out whether this part is correct or not. Now we are going to learn this with the help of the example. Let us suppose that we are saying int x. So that means in the memory location we are having a certain block. Okay. And that block, let us suppose that we are having the address of that block is 201, and there the name is x. Let us suppose some value is there or not, we are ignoring it because right now we are learning about the pointer. Then we are saying int star p. Star means it is the pointer variable. So once we are saying int star p, then again there is the memory assigned, and let us suppose that it is 301, the memory address, and p is the name of that memory, and we know that this p is not a normal memory, it is going to take out the address of something. So there we cannot take the value inside, we cannot take the value, we can take only the address. So address can be taken. Why? Because we have said that it is the pointer variable, right? Star is given before that. Now if I say p is equal to and x, now inside p we are going to take the address. So and x means the address. So that is the address of x. So this address of x is going inside the p. Okay. So that is all about. That means inside the p we are having the 201. So that is totally correct. It is totally valid. Now we must know one thing. If I write somewhere star p afterwards, now after doing all this step, if I say star p, so star p will give me the result of the value. Just like we are saying AND for the address, then star for the value. Now it is creating so much confusion that we are saying that star is a pointer, then we are saying star is a value. So all of you please pay attention. I am giving one example to make you understand. Let us suppose that if I say int x, and there I am giving the value as 20 right now. So in the memory, we are having one block declared with the x, and let us suppose that the memory of that address is 201 and the value is 20. Now then we have said int star p. Int star p is equal to address of x. Now first time whenever I say star, that means it is indicating the pointer variable. So first time whenever I am using the star, that means it is the pointer variable, and there this AND signify the address. So what is the meaning of that line? The meaning of that line is we are having one block of memory, and there star p, that means one pointer variable p is declared, then address of x. So address of x, that means this 201 address of x is coming inside. So inside p we are having the address that is 201, and p also has its own address that is 301, let us suppose. Now that thing we have already done here in the 3 steps. Now, after doing all this thing, if I say star p anytime, means first time star is indicating the pointer storing the address. Then after that if I say star p, now this star p will take out the value from where it is pointing. Now this star p means it is going backward to the address and taking the value to print only for the printing purpose. So now this star p will give you the value. So first time star work for the pointer, then afterwards star take out the value. So if first time I have taken the star as a pointer and I am using afterward as p, that means I am initializing the pointer variable. So I don't have to use star here. So star will not be used here because that will become the value then. Okay. So guys, I am taking one more example to make you understand more about the pointer. Now let us suppose that if I say that int x, and here I am saying x is equal to 10. Now then afterward I am saying int star p, and that is equal to and x. Now afterward again I am saying star p is equal to star p plus 1. Now what that code will do, we are going to understand everything step by step minutely. If I talk about the first line int x, so that means in the memory location there is a block and the name of that block is x. Let us suppose that the address of that block is 201 and the value inside that block is 10. We must know one important thing, that inside x, that is 10 means that is the value, and outside 201 that is the address. थोड़ी सी जब 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 दिक्कत आने लगेगी ना मुझे बता देना बीच में, मैं रोक दूंगा, ठीक है. Then afterward we are saying int star p. Now once first time if I find the star, so star means that is the pointer variable. So that means there is one more block assigned in the memory. Now here let us suppose that the address of that memory is 301. Then p is declared. We must know one thing. The x was the data variable. Means x is a variable, but that can store the data because no star is before that. Now p is the pointer variable. And how I can find out that p is the pointer variable? Because star is before the p. Now what is the data variable? Data variable can only store value. And we know that the value we have stored is 10. But what is the significance of pointer variable? Pointer variable can only store or point to the address. That means inside that here I cannot store the value, I will store some address, and also the pointer block is having its own address. Then I am saying star p equal to and x, and we know that whenever we are using and means I am talking about the address. So and x means the address of x, and the address of x is 201, and equal to and x, that means this address is going to store inside the pointer, and we know that only pointer is the variable who can store the address. No other variable, no data variable can store the address. So now in the pointer variable, the address that is 201 is stored. Now in the indirect manner, we can also say that pointer p is going to point the address of x, or we can say that pointer p is storing the address of x. Both are the same thing. Now after doing this, if I print p or if I print star p, there will be the huge difference. Now if I say p, we know that the address inside the p is stored. So the answer will be 201. That means p is having the address 201. But if I say star p, now we know that first time we have used star p to declare the pointer. But at this stage, when the pointer is initialized and I am saying star p, now this time what pointer will do? Pointer will go to the address which is inside, and we know that the address is 201, and in that address there is some value, so pointer will take out that value. So there star p will give you the answer as 10. Means I want to say one thing. Once you have declared the pointer with some address, and after that if you are normally saying p, so it will return you the address of the variable where pointer is pointing, or the address of variable which is stored into the pointer. Or if you are saying star p, then it will give the value of address where the pointer is pointing. So now if the pointer p is pointing to the variable x, and I want to take out the value of x with the help of pointer, so I will use the star p. Now if I write star p is equal to star p plus 1, that means we already know that the star p is having the value as 10. So 10 plus 1 is 11. So by doing this, pointer is going to change the value as 11 to the variable where pointer is pointing. So if I am pointing at your address, okay, and I have to take your address, I will simply write p. And if I have to take your value, then I will write star p. And if I have to change your value, then I will say star p plus 1 or any other operation I want to perform. Now I'm taking a few more examples to check out whether the statement is valid or not. Now let us suppose that I am saying float x. That means a variable is declared x of float type. Then I'm saying int star p. Star means a pointer, so pointer P is declared. Then I am saying P is equal to and X. That means P is having the address of X. Now we have to check out whether this is valid or not, or it will give correct output or not. So if I go with this particular statements, then float X, that means we have declared a memory, and that memory address is, that is suppose 201, and this is X, and it can take the float value. Okay. Now, afterward we are saying int star p. Now this star p, star is a special symbol. So it is saying that the p is the pointer variable. We know that x is the data variable and p is the pointer variable. Let us suppose that it is the 301. Now we are saying int, and we already know that once we are saying int star p, that means pointer can point to the integer variable. Now if I say with the next line p is equal to address of x. Now if I am taking this address inside it, that is the error in output. If somewhere compiler is going to read that, first of all it will show the error, or if it is not showing the error, it will show the error in the output, because that is the wrong declaration. Because we cannot take out the float value inside the integer, so that is the erroneous output. Now we must know one thing, that we are using these two statements, and these two statements are exactly equal to int star p is equal to and of x. Just like if I say int x is equal to 10, I can change that into different statements, like I can say first int x, then after that I am saying x is equal to 10. Okay. Similarly, if I am saying int star p is equal to and of x, then this particular statement I can take out in these two steps, like int star p, then afterward I am saying p is equal to and of x. So that's why I can write a single line into two steps also. There is one more possibility, that I can declare a data variable. So how can I declare data variable? Int x. We know that if star is not behind that, so that is a data variable. So I can declare data variable, pointer variable, let us suppose that star p, and initializing the address into the single line in the one step. So here I can say that I can declare a data variable, because we know that this is the data variable. Then I can declare a pointer variable. So this is the pointer variable. And I can initialize, this is called the initialization, where the address is given to the pointer. So initialize the pointer variable into the one step. So that is the single way, single line where I can declare data variable, pointer variable, and initialize the pointer variable in one step. Now there is one more thing. If I say that int star p is equal to null, we know that if we are going to declare a pointer variable, there must be some address. But if I don't have the address to initialize, then I can say that null. So that is also possibility. Int star p is equal to null. That means there is nothing assigned inside the pointer p. Or I can say that int star p is equal to 0. That means if I want to assign the 0 value to the pointer, so that is also the possibility. So that is all about the pointer, and now we are going to understand one program. With the help of that we will understand pointer more.